Hey guys, what is up? Happy Wednesday. It is Shaina here. Today, I want to talk about a mentality that has the potential to wreak havoc over our present circumstances and what we're capable of creating for our future. And that mentality is, I should be further along. I wrote an email/Instagram post about this not too long ago, and I know it resonated with a lot of you because y'all told me so. So I thought, why not expand on it today? The I should be further along thought comes in many shapes and sizes, and it can show up in different areas of our life, relationships, career, money, etc. For example, I should be in a relationship at this age. I should be married with kids right now. I should be more accomplished. I should be making more money by now. My business should be more successful at this point. I should be more established. I should own a home. I should have it all figured out by now. So the first thing is to really just notice where this way of thinking may be active in your own brain and in your own life. Where do you think you should be further along? And then notice how you feel when you think this way, because I can promise you it does not feel good. No matter what version you have going on in your own mind, it does not feel good, you guys, to believe that you should be somewhere that you're not. You might feel frustrated, upset, sad, disappointed, annoyed, or all of the above. And when you feel that way, how do you act? How do you treat yourself, right? How do you show up in the world, in your career, in your relationships? Like if I'm in a relationship with someone and I think I should be married by now, we should be married, we should be settled down. What I want to do is I want to notice what effect that belief is having on our relationship. How am I showing up in the relationship thinking it should be different than what it is? And how am I treating my significant other when I think we should be somewhere that we're not, right? Or if I'm single and dating, the mentality I should be married by now is going to affect how I show up on dates, right? 100%. Is dating enjoyable and fun when I think that way? Do I like who I am when I'm leading with the energy of wanting something I don't have? If it's in my career and I think I should be more established at work, again, I want to notice what effect that's having in and around my work. Yes, you guys, it's okay to want to be further along and have that desire, of course. But is the I should be further along thought driving me forward and getting me closer to what I desire? Am I showing up as an active problem solver to get to where I want to be? Or am I just complaining and waiting for things to progress? Becoming aware of the effect that this mentality is having on you, your present circumstances, and your future is everything. Because you can then ask yourself, is it serving me to think of my situation in this way? If not, you can then ditch it and lean into a mentality that feels much better and way more productive. Believe it or not, you guys, the I should be further along mentality is a form of entitlement. Don't kill the messenger. I was actually coached on this very thing a few years ago by my own coach. I was like, but I'm a hard worker. I'm a good person. I'm doing all the things. I should be further along by now. When is it my turn? And she looked at me through her video cam and she said, you know, the way that you're thinking is a form of entitlement. What? Did this bee just say that I'm acting entitled? Since when did I become the stereotypical millennial? But after the initial shock factor and some good old reflection after the call, I realized that she was absolutely right. Saying and believing I should reeks entitlement. I shouldn't have to work anymore. I shouldn't be failing so much. I shouldn't have to go on one more date. It shouldn't be this uncomfortable. I should have what that other person has. That promotion should have been mine. If you listen closely enough, you'll begin to hear a whole lot of whining. Entitlement holds us back from actually creating the things we want because we're in a continuous cycle of wanting what we don't have. And I'm going to talk more about that in a second. But first, I'm going to say something that you probably don't want to hear right now, but I'm going to say it anyway. You shouldn't have the things you think you should have right now. What? Why? Because you don't have them. Does that mean that you'll never achieve them? No. Does that mean that you're not worthy because the things you want are not in your current reality right now? No. Does it mean that you're not capable of achieving something more? No, it doesn't mean any of that. But what it does mean is that coming at your desire from the space of I should have it does not get you any closer. Whenever we say I should have something that I don't have, we are arguing with reality. And when we argue with reality, we lose 100% of the time. We suffer 100% of the time. If you think about it, it's kind of like having a temper tantrum as an adult. We're like, no, I will not and cannot feel good until I get this thing that I want and that I should have. It's not fair that I don't have it. Guys, it keeps us complaining and not working on our minds. It keeps us blaming, not taking responsibility. It keeps us focused on what we don't have, not getting the results that we want. It does not move us forward. What does move us forward, first and foremost, is acceptance. The acceptance of the reality of our situation. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. And the reason that I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be is because it's exactly where I am. Yes, I don't have the relationship that I thought I'd have right now, and that's okay. I'm not as established as I thought I'd be at this age, and that's okay. My life isn't exactly what I thought it would be right now, and that's okay. Whatever your current situation, surrender and accept the reality of it first. Because when you can drop the attachment to some future outcome that you feel a sense of lack over, you drop the self-made suffering. We cannot suffer our way to the results we want, you guys. If I'm approaching my personal life with, I need this should be mine, think about what that energy creates. If I'm approaching my career with, I need this has to work, this should be working, think about what that energy creates. So to wrap things up here, by fully accepting where you are and focusing on what is working, you then create the space for inspired solutions to come to you, to come through you. The solutions that actually move you toward the result you want. It's where all your power is, you guys. Don't argue with reality. Don't do that. It's really like trying to force a square peg into a round hole. Surrender to what is, and then surrender some more. Okay, my friend, that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Per usual, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if it resonated with you, and I'll see you next Wednesday.